Okay, everybody, welcome back to the Beggars Canyon Boys, episode 34,
Nice.
I believe.
The third of season 2 or the second of season 2?
Third.
Okay.
Third.
Nice.
Yeah. Rolling along through season 2 by covering season 1 of Star Wars: The Clone Wars, the animated show from supervising director Dave Filoni. Cartoon Network show started in the fall of 2008, and we watched the movie last week, and now we're working our way into the series proper. We watched the first 4 episodes today. One-off episode with Yoda and the clones, and then a 3-parter about the malevolence.
Yeah. And hey, a big space weapon. We haven't gotten one of those in a bit, it feels like.
Yeah.
True. Back to home base. Although this is not planet destroying. Which, hey, good variation too.
Yeah. You know, and they kind of use it in fun ways, especially in that first episode with it, where Plo Koon is stranded in the asteroid field with the debris with the clones. I like that one.
We're already like somewhat out of order, or like jumping deep into it, but yeah, the moment where he gets rescued and then gets back on their ship, and he's like, "You have to turn everything off right now."
Yeah,
it's really cool.
Yeah, and like some cool darkness too when they see the other pod where they've already died. Flash past them. Like, damn, I mean, it's pretty good stuff.
Also, pretty funny, like, because they mixed one of the early moments of like realizing what a threat that was out there, those droids that were cracking into the pods, with like those Roger droids that were just like goofing and gaffing about it as they're like murdering the clones.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, like something really dark just happened for a cartoon. But like these characters on screen are still just like laughing it up.
Yeah, the joking droids are kind of weird because like when they are killing people, yeah, they're still just laughing. Well, yeah, we won't go too out of order. So I don't know. Anything to get out of the way up top before diving into the episodes, or just I don't know. I guess you mentioned to me already, like, that you liked these overall.
Yeah, I do think the art style though seems worse than the movie we just watched. But
really,
and maybe it's like exactly the same, and I watched all these on my phone screen instead, so maybe that's why. But I was like, man, looks cheaper for some reason. Even
I don't think it was.
Yeah,
but it could be, or maybe they made them all initially and then they did a little extra polish for the movie or something like that. But
yeah, it could be different lighting stuff too, like based on the locations they are. Because I did notice, like the movie we watched, a lot of it was like very blue, purple, darkish tones, and then there was more like red and bright colors in the episodes that we watched.
Yeah, and most of them are in space, like the 3 episodes. But yeah, I don't know. What are your Clone Wars feelings now? Are you more excited to keep going with it?
I am, but also real quick before that, just question about the in-between period from when the movie came out and this came out. It was 2 months, you said?
I think so, yeah.
So, but that's when they were released, but do you know like the development differences between the two? Or was it like they did those 4, we're just like, let's making a movie and continued at the same time, just moving on plot-wise?
Well, I don't know which episodes were produced first, actually, but I know that they had like maybe a batch of 12 or so, like almost totally finished, and George Lucas was watching them, and he just said, "Oh, these 4 would be a good movie if you just put these 4 together." So I think they were produced at the same time, or in the same block of time as these ones.
That does make me feel a little less excited for like the next episodes we're gonna watch leading up to 12, because that makes it sound like they were like, okay, we already got through the best of those first 12. But I don't know. Maybe they reordered things and I don't know, things got changed in development too.
Just what George Lucas thought would be the best, for a movie, and apparently that involved rescuing a little hut baby and stuff. So
True. Also, I guess the best 4-part chunk, big enough for a movie. There could be maybe a great 2-parter coming up for us here.
True.
But I am excited.
I was pretty pleasantly surprised rewatching these because I've gone back through the show probably 5 times, but not watched every episode. I've just kind of skipped through the ones I remember being really good.
Yeah.
So, and I've been meaning to for a while, well, that's just kind of your memory. And these episodes I haven't seen since I was 11 years old. So maybe they are really good and I just don't remember. So I think that'll be fun for me to rediscover some maybe hidden gems that I've been neglecting on my rewatches.
So when you go back and rewatch, where do you normally start? I mean, is it just different every time? You're like, it's a cool moment I know and I can go back and jump in from here.
I would say the next episode. Okay, so the out of orderness of the show does play a part in that, because when I have been rewatching, I'm like, oh, let me look at the list in chronological order. So the next episode is is the middle part of a 3-part thing that gets a prequel. So the next episode is quite good, I think.
Yeah.
And then later they make a prequel and a sequel to it. So it becomes a 3-part episode, but for now it'll just be the middle part.
That's crazy, but okay. Cool. I guess that's Star Wars. That's Star Wars for you.
Yeah, for real. So I usually start there with this 5th episode.
Wow, okay.
At least the 5th episode is the 2nd episode that I go back to.
But you skip these ones we watched.
Yeah, I haven't seen these in a long time.
Wow.
I've watched the one with Plo Koon getting stranded multiple times because I just like that one. But yeah, man, especially this and the one with Yoda and the clones and Ventress. They used to play that one on Cartoon Network so much, so I've seen it 10 times. So I never really went back to it.
Yeah.
But especially the third one of Malevolence with Padme and C-3PO, I don't think I'd seen that since it was on Cartoon Network initially.
Oh, okay, wow.
So it's been a long time. Yeah, but we can jump in if you're ready.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the first episode is called Ambush. This is an episode where the Toydarians, which are Watto's species, are
so cool.
Yeah, great. I'm so happy to see them.
Yeah.
Deciding whether or not they want to side with the Republic or the Separatists, really. And Yoda is gonna try and meet with this guy and convince him to side with the Republic, and Ventress is trying to convince him to side with them. But really, the good stuff in this episode is some nice clone characterization and Yoda interacting with clone troopers.
Yeah. You're them thinking they're all the same, and then Yoda being like, no, the Force is different within each of you.
Awesome.
Going one by one, being like, this is your deal. This is what you can work on to improve yourself. That was wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's kind of what you've been looking for with clone trooper stuff.
Yeah. Plo Koon does it too in the next episode.
Yeah.
All the little clone moments we've gotten so far, I'm super happy with. And I'm like, oh, this is getting interesting. And by the way, I keep thinking, man, the Jango Fett voice actor, how fun for him. What an awesome role.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's much more variation in the clone personalities later on. So
That's
super cool.
Yeah, that's D. Bradley Baker. He does a ton of them.
DBB,
Yeah. I also like the voice. It's kind of unrelated, but the voice of the guy who does the opening narrations is also the same as Admiral Yularen or whoever. The non-clone, like admiral guy on the ship.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They pretty much have the same voice.
Yeah, I do. I like that opening too. The little like old school style. Like this is what's happening in the galaxy.
Yeah, yeah. And it's cool because Admiral Yularen makes it all the way to the Empire, and he's actually in the original movies.
What is his name again?
Yularen?
Okay, it's just
Yularen?
It looks really hard to say.
Yeah, I can't quite remember. Yularen. I think it's Yularen.
Yularen.
I think.
Yularen? Or you're telling the truth?
I'm trying to tell you the truth, but I'm not positive. Yeah, well, there's some nice like action in this too with Yoda fighting droids and stuff, and it's kind of simple. Like there's one road on the whole planet, and the only way to like get places is going down this road. But
I'd say this is another issue of like really cool stuff in the episode, cool action. Like we said, the Yoda moments are nice, but like when you actually boil it down to like what the plot of the episode was, pretty stupid.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Like if Yoda doesn't make it to this meeting, you have to join us, like the Separatists, and like the whole time also you're just like, why wouldn't Ventress just like, use physical leverage immediately?
Yeah, for real. She's just like chilling with them for a long time.
It's like she's gonna resort to that too. So like, but cool seeing Yoda like force catch the lightsabers before they decapitate him.
Yeah,
I don't think we've seen someone like catch a lightsaber with the Force before, have we?
No, I don't think so. That was cool. At least not in, maybe in like a comic or something. But
a couple like Force moments took me by surprise in this series.
Yeah, him like pulling Padme around in the air.
Yeah,
that was weird.
I was, and the animation in that moment too is funny because she does dip at first too.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, he's not gonna be able to do that. He's never done that, so. But then he does it.
He has it under control. Yeah.
Yeah, they're cowards for not doing that.
But yeah, that's my favorite part is just like each clone with the little specialty and Yoda helping them believe in themselves.
Yeah.
And it's good Yoda stuff. Him, because that's one of my biggest complaints about the whole concept of like Attack of the Clones and everything is that the Jedi are so ready to like accept these roles as like military generals when they have pretty much said the exact opposite the whole movie. And this does a little bit of like squaring the circle of like how Yoda would feel about this situation and everything. So
yeah,
that's nice.
I do also really like at the end when Yoda just is like dunking on the Sith, really being like, oh yeah, they're such cowards. Like they always flee like this, like Ventress just did.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, Yoda just like there's power behind the words he was saying there. You can tell he meant it.
Yeah. But it is very silly for that Toydarian guy to even consider joining Count Dooku and stuff. It's like, bro, like they're so evil. Like, come on. They're the bad guys.
Hey, you know what? Maybe he was smarter than us all and he was just biding his time till Yoda got there, And Ventress was just the one being an idiot.
Yeah, maybe so. But then that nerfs her a little bit in my mind because she's supposed to be pretty capable, I feel like.
Well, she already was weird in this for me, again, because I'd be like, she would just take what she wants, I feel like,
I know, she does a lot of standing around and talking and just simping to Dooku for whatever he wants.
I also do really like, though, Yoda's exchange with her where he's like, you're strong, but like not as strong as you think you are.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice.
Cool Yoda in this.
I like it. And, I don't like him flipping around with a lightsaber conceptually. However,
cutting tanks open like butter.
That was cool. Well, we've already established that, like, he can do that in the movies. So if he can do it in the movies, let him do it in the show.
Yeah.
And might as well. And he looked pretty good doing it.
I was wondering if you would like this episode because of all the Yodi action.
I mean, it's kind of like, well, we're playing in the reality that's already been made, so that's not like a choice of the show to have him do that kind of stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
But, and the characterization is still quite solid, I think, for Yoda. So, but this, I think it premiered as a two-parter with this and the first part of the Malevolence thing. And man, they advertised the Malevolence arc on Cartoon Network so hard. Like, I just remember the little bumpers for it on commercial breaks and like the.
Who was on it? Was it like Grievous or was it like Ahsoka and Sky Guy?
Yeah, like Grievous, but it would be a little clip and be like, see how the guys are gonna fight Malevolence and blah blah blah. Do you remember the little like that period of Cartoon Network where it was like that little CGI guy with the big like balloon head? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't think so.
Man, the ads between it would be like, all right, Cartoon Network, Friday night, the Secret Saturdays, and then Clone Wars action kicks off as Anakin Skywalker faces off against the Malevolence and blah, blah, blah. And then follow up with Generator Rex. You remember those shows?
Yeah, I remember Generator Rex. But, I must have, like, heard Clone Wars announcements and, like, ads all the time when I was younger, and I just, like, was not Star Wars tuned in, so it was going completely overhead. Like I said, I think I first saw Grievous in a commercial, so it must have been for the Clone Wars.
I mean, they were showing his face all the time in the commercials in the early days.
And I think I did say earlier I had first seen him animated, too.
Yeah.
So I had not seen him in live action until the movie.
Then it probably was like some Cartoon Network commercial.
Yeah.
But as we mentioned before, this episode 2, I think it was called Rising Malevolence. All three of these are like Rising Malevolence, Destroy Malevolence, something.
Yeah, I don't remember what the middle one was.
It's the Malevolence arc, 3-part story. But they're all kind of standalone as their own little episode that worked pretty well, I think. But yeah, this first one is pretty cool because there's a new separatist weapon that's essentially just like an EMP circle that can blast out and disable all the electronics of ships and stuff.
I did really like the way it looked visually, though.
Yeah,
something about it was so smooth, just like moving through space like that and then affecting the ship as it just like sort of passes through it.
That's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. I like it too. And they... It's funny because there will be like these weapon of the week things coming up in this show. And, I feel like this is such a minor thing. It's not really a spoiler, but it's funny because this one destroys all electronics and leaves people alive. In a later episode, not too far from now, they have the opposite on the ground. Kills all living things, but leaves electronics all intact and everything.
Wait a second. If you combine both those weapons...
Just kills everything.
That is funny, though.
So...
also, it will be funny if it does become a more weapon of the week thing because, like, part of the plot of this was, like, the huge concern of, like, oh, we can't let them know about our big secret weapon. Like, This is it. This is our secret weapon.
Yeah. Well, there'll be more.
Yeah, okay.
But, maybe they didn't know that at the time and they're trying to hype this one up as a big thing. And it feels like a real big threat, I feel like. In that third episode when they're targeting the medical facility, it's like, okay, that's pretty devious of them and a vulnerable thing.
Oh my god, also first time again since Attack of the Clones, we've been seeing those tall little white alien guys. Miss them.
The Kaminoans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? They haven't been in anything else.
No.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah. They're such a cool, like on that edge of being like very calming and peaceful and then like kind of scary as well. Mm-hmm. Like something, they're hiding something from you.
I thought the lady there one was cool.
Yeah, me too. I think that's a great species.
Yeah,
the design is awesome.
I was happy to see them again. I was like, man, this also, like, they look really good in the Clone Wars art style.
It works.
Yeah.
So I also think Plo Koon looks really good in this art style, and they do a great job on his breather thing of having like all the little etched detail and everything.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, he looks good.
Plo Koon was really cool.
Yeah, man, I love that. I'm pretty sure it was this year in fifth grade for Halloween that I was Plo Koon for Halloween when this show was coming out.
You got to find a picture of that somewhere, man.
I'm sure it exists. I still have his lightsaber, and I think I still have the mask.
What's his lightsaber difference? I just don't remember.
Just the hilt is. I mean, they're all slightly different looking. His has like a little, like a cone shape on the bottom of it. Yeah, I think I have his, Obi-Wan's, Anakin's, and Darth Vader's.
Oh wait, dude, would you ever like when you were trick or treating as a kid, go out and see people in Star Wars costumes and then be like what a moron! He has the wrong lightsaber for the costume. Like that. Rough.
Yeah, and the real answer for that is like, well, they probably, might not be able to just buy whatever they want.
Yeah. Just curious if the thought of her.
No, it definitely did as a kid. Yeah.
Just like mine's authentic Plo Koon's lightsaber. Mm-hmm. That kid's mixing Darth Maul with Kenobi.
Yeah, well, that would be blasphemous.
No.
Yeah, but mostly people didn't care as long as the color was right, the blade color.
Mm-hmm.
But not me. I had to have the correct hilt.
Wow.
Yeah, well. So we mentioned it before, but essentially Plo Koon and some of the troops, Commander Wolf, right?
Ooh, I do not remember.
Okay. They get trapped out in this debris because their escape pods, get hit with this malevolence blast, and they're running out of oxygen, and pretty much all the Jedi are saying like, "You gotta leave them. They're sorry, they're just dead." And Anakin and Ahsoka are like, "No, like we're gonna go help them."
There's such a cynical overlay to this whole episode because like the clones also are like, Plo Koon, why do you think anyone is coming for us? We are expendable clones. And they have that perspective, and you're like, man, but Plo Koon doesn't think that way. And then the rest of the council, you're right, is like, yeah, no, they're expendable. Like, move on. We need you like elsewhere. And it's like, oh,
even Yoda is saying that stuff. So it's like, hey, what about last episode?
Wow.
But I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't there a little bit of Plo Koon being kind of having that mindset? And then once he's like trapped with the clones, he grows a little bit, and he's like, oh, they are like real people.
Maybe, but the first instance I remember him like actually talking about it was them talking about like the weapon getting away or something, and he said like I value your lives much more than any like weapon or something like that.
Okay.
So, but maybe I just missed it in the beginning.
You're probably right. This one I watched a little bit longer ago, so
I just don't want to accidentally slander Plo Koon,
No, you're right to not.
Yeah.
But this also reveals Plo Koon is who found Ahsoka and brought her to the Jedi Order.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting.
They've got a little history.
Mm-hmm. She was like, he's my oldest friend. It's like, you're 12. Like,
yeah.
But okay, yeah.
Was she calling him uncle in this? Or no?
Was she?
Maybe not. Maybe not. Just Master Plo.
Yeah, I think Master Plo. I think I would have caught if she was calling. That would have thrown me off for a second.
Why do they call him Master Plo instead of Master... Why do you think they do that?
Hey, who knows?
Because, like, it's just a made-up word,
Yeah, what's the spelling of Plo Koon?
Well, it starts with a K.
Okay,
yeah, that's probably a good choice they made to just call him Master Plo.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that, you know?
I'm sure they probably didn't. Well, maybe they did.
Maybe
but
someone did, and they were like, ooh.
yeah,
Wait.
like maybe the first draft of the script, and then it got like handed to the editor, and they're like, it could have even made it all the way to the table read until people are saying it out loud over and over
I could
again.
see a bunch of people like not catching on really.
Yeah.
And then being like, oh, wait. And one person just like wanting to say it and be like, guys.
Yeah. I think it would be for the best. Easy little switch right here.
Yeah. Master Plo sounds cool though.
Yeah. But it is funny. He's the only one referred to by his first name. I mean, everybody else is like Kenobi, Windu, Skywalker.
Master Obi.
Yeah.
Yoda.
Yeah, but he's a mononym.
Yeah. Well, he needs a middle and last name.
Yoda, Boboda Minoda.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
So, how about that?
Canon for me now.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Any other things about this one, or go on to episode 3?
No, yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this one. It was cool. I think maybe did we talk about it off the podcast though? The like clone troopers that die in space, like the droids rip out of the escape pods. And
no, I think we were recording already when
okay.
we said that. Yeah,
all right.
But that was cool. And
it was just a darker
freaky.
moment. Yeah.
And like, yeah, the glass breaking and them screaming and everything. It's like, God, like they really sell like the fear that they're experiencing in this, and it's kind of sad.
Yeah, rest in peace those clones. I like the clones we've seen so far, man. They're cool.
Yeah, me too. And rest in peace to Matchstick in this 3rd episode. This is
and another one of them too, right?
Yeah,
There's Matchstick and like I forget.
Well, yeah, one other guy, at least one other named guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, this 3rd one is essentially they're leading an assault on the Malevolent ship. Anakin has a plan to, fly all these Y-wings and take out the bridge of the ship. And they're like, hey, if we kill Grievous by blowing up the bridge that he's commanding from, the rest of the ship will fall. And also they keep saying like, and this will bring a quicker end to the war.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I know there's 7 seasons of this. Don't lie to me.
By the way, you know what I was thinking? So, and sorry to get a little off topic from it, but it is still on the Clone Wars. So the Tarkovsky series ends with it leading into Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
So does this series also end with it leading into Revenge of the Sith?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Or like, because they literally did that battle.
Yeah.
And they reference it in the movie.
Right.
So like it happened for sure.
The Coruscant battle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it hasn't happened yet in what we're watching.
No.
Because that's
a little later in the war.
Yeah.
I will say they show things in a different way.
Because Grievous also already sounds like he's got his cough.
Yeah, I know. They just have him being like that the whole time.
Okay.
Anakin already has his scar in the movie.
Oh yeah. Man, just I know like one thing is not canon, so it doesn't, but it like still messes me up a little bit because it was connected to something that was canon.
Yeah, I mean that part of it in particular is so directly intertwined with the movie that it is hard to imagine. And I think because that show already showed that battle so much, they want to focus on like different things in this new show.
Yeah,
but it does connect to Revenge of the Sith eventually in a really awesome way.
Okay.
But that's
sorry. I just
6 seasons away.
Got me thinking. I was like, wait a second.
No, it's
Grievous reminded me.
Yeah. He's pretty whatever in this, I think.
Dude, it's so terribly sad. The more I see of Grievous, it's like the less cool he becomes. Like each appearance, he's being diluted into a less cool version of himself.
He's just like a whiny and like baby kind. And
I'm going downstairs. Like, Dude, he literally says something like that in this.
Yeah. It's kind of funny him like smacking the head off of a battle droid and then Count Dooku being like, "Those are expensive." But
and 1,000 of them equal 1 Jedi.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
According to the Toydarians.
Yeah. The Toydarian King.
You're right.
Sorry.
You're right. I don't know his name.
He's royal. Neither do I, but he's royalty.
Mm-hmm. That species looked rough in the animation style, I think.
For some reason, I thought there was going to be an explanation for it, and maybe there was something subtle and I missed it, or like a line got dropped. The like suits they're wearing, I was like, "What's up with those?" And then there was a moment at the end where he like almost puts down the goggles or whatever, and maybe he did, and I was like, "Oh, they don't do anything," and I was like, "Oh, okay." I guess I thought that was going to be explained, or like there was going to be a fight that they use, like. You see how they are capable of fighting a bit too, but I was like,
no, they're not capable. No, that's a good point. I didn't even really think about that, but yeah, I guess that's just for design.
Yeah. I guess that's their royal like outfit, but I just was like interesting. Like it looks like it has a practical element to it, so I wanted to know how it worked. But
I mean, there's probably like some thought put into it behind the scenes. I wonder what that is, but. In this third episode, they lead the plots of these are all very simple. They lead these Y-Wings to attack the ship. They go through a nebula with giant space stingrays that is a pretty inconsequential part of the episode, if not, kind of cool, I guess. But
you know what I do like about that moment though, where it felt like kind of a breaking away from a trope that you normally see in things. So it's like, okay, Anakin is going through that, and he mentions like the name of it, and Plo Koon immediately recognizes it as like where those creatures live.
Yeah.
And normally in things, like the communication wouldn't be instant. Like a character would get separated for some reason and not be able to get that information to the other character. Like, this is where we are. But like Plo Koon's instantly like, you need to stop talking and listen to me right now. We are in the blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, okay. Like I truly expect, especially it being a cartoon, I really expected it to be like a little like, oh no, they're getting separated and Luke and Ahsoka don't know, like they're in the mouth of the monster. No, didn't do it.
And I mean, it kind of works in the next line too, because Anakin's like, no, I don't care, like we can't turn around, we're gonna do it anyway. And it's like, okay, that's some good. I did like the line delivery too, and like Ahsoka's like, oh, they look hungry, and Anakin's like, no, he's just smiling at you. That was kind of fun.
Yeah, I like both them. Well, I should say I think Anakin is characterized more like Anakin in this, starting to.
Yeah.
And I liked Ahsoka in this. She was fine, I thought.
She's getting better. Yeah. She's still a little played very young and a little annoying. I think as she gets older, they don't necessarily say like, today's Ahsoka's birthday and now she's older, but as it goes on, she definitely like matures a lot, and I think she just becomes less and less annoying.
Oh yeah, it's interesting because you said we'll hop around in time a bit. I wonder if we'll get ones where it's like, okay, this is an older version of Ahsoka, and then you go back to a younger version of Ahsoka, because that feels weird for like watching a show for character development reasons. But I mean, do they do that?
Not that I can think of for her specifically, but
so her stories are usually all moving forward.
Yeah, at least from what I can remember. But again, like when I've gone back and done it, I've watched it chronologically, so it's kind of hard for me to remember like which ones happen when. But at least from my memory, she just goes forward.
Okay, yeah.
But a moment I really liked in this, and some really cool Anakin characterization, I think, because at the beginning of Revenge of the Sith, they're in the space battle over Coruscant, and they've got their clone troopers flying the ARC-170s behind them, and they're getting absolutely pummeled, and like Anakin's like, I'm gonna go back and help them, and Obi-Wan's like, no, 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 we've got our job and they've got theirs. Don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
And Anakin like cares a little too much about like saving everybody's life and stuff, and Obi-Wan's maybe a little too not caring about that. Pretty cool in this episode. Anakin is chill with all his clones, it seems. Like, they all like him, and he inspires confidence in them. That's a big thing they hit on a couple times. And Matchstick and then the one other are the named ones that get, like, a couple lines and seem to have... They're not super, like, characterized, but they seem to have, like, a nice relationship with Anakin. Then they die during this assault on the ship. And after they die... Anakin is still like pushing ahead with the plan, and his squad is getting absolutely lit up, and everybody's like, oh my god, he's lost like over half of his guys. And Plo Koon and Ahsoka are like, hey, like, or Ahsoka even specifically says like, hey, you might be able to do this,
Yeah,
but they can't.
Yeah,
they're all gonna die. And so they convince him to pull out of that and focus on the weapon instead, which is like a little less dangerous of a path. And then at the end of the episode, he goes up to the Kaminoan lady and is like, she's like, oh, you were able to save so many lives today. And he's like, yeah, but a lot of people died too, and I'm sorry. And it's like, damn, okay. So he didn't really care about that at first. And then he kind of realized, like, wow, like, I am the leader of these people.
Yeah.
And I'm leading them to their deaths. Like, and then it ends with that shot of, like, him and Ahsoka standing, looking out into space. And he's just kind of, like, thinking about everything. And I'm like, wow. Like, okay. Very good, I thought.
It was pretty nice. And I also, the actual moment where he makes that decision, I was commending them because it looks like, and again, I commented that like it's hard to see the emotions on the characters in this animation form, but they made it look like a really tough decision for Anakin to even make in that moment to like stop pursuing like that. And I was like, man, really nice. And I like Ahsoka being the one to like anchor him. So the relationship there that's developing is nice too.
Yeah, I agree. And
will he be able to let go?
Hey, we'll see.
Ooh, man.
We'll see. I mean, this could
get good.
This is gonna continue for quite a while and remain interesting through multiple things.
I'm getting more excited talking about it now, thinking forward.
I mean, that moment of Anakin characterization, with the combination of Ahsoka being there, I was like, wow, like, they really have some cool stuff going on, like, right away in this. And, like, the plot is pretty simple. Like, it's predictable. Like, obviously, they're not going to kill Grievous. He's not going to destroy the medical base. Well, maybe, actually. I mean, they don't seem to have an issue killing, like, 1,000 clones in one thing for the show. So, anyway, it's just, like, it's not that complex of, like, moving pieces and blah, 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 plot-wise. But, the character stuff is good.
Man, is there, any animated clone stuff that takes place after Revenge of the Sith?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
There is.
That would be cool to see, too.
A good bit, actually.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Is it this cartoon as well? Is it other seasons of it, or is it a different series?
It is other series.
That's like the evil version of this series, then.
The evil version?
Yeah, it's because the clones are not their allies anymore.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Do you know anything about the Bad Batch show at all?
No.
Okay. Well, we'll leave it then.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah. But
that's live action?
No, it's a cartoon.
Oh.
In the same style as this.
Interesting. Okay.
But it's the newest of the cartoons.
I know nothing about it.
It's really good, I think. 3 whole seasons of it, and it's great.
Okay, wow. Nice. Gosh, there's so much like good stuff probably ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
No,
but I'm sure I'll enjoy most of it.
Rebels is really good, I think. I love there's one animated show I have not watched called Resistance that takes place during the sequel era of movies.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if we'll watch that for this. Like, I just looking at the way it looks, I'm like,
Wow.
I can't.
Hey, man, I'm part of this too. You gotta let me experience
you can
and decide.
We can.
I'm just gonna watch it and report back.
No. I would say we'll at least watch maybe like the first 2 episodes or something. And see.
Is it a few seasons or something?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think so. But it's still in like the Dave Filoni umbrella of creations. So I don't know. Yeah. I think we can move on to the last episode here.
Mm-hmm. Padme and 3PO time.
Woo!
Yeah.
C-3PO voiced by real C-3PO, Anthony Daniels.
Nice. What an honor to have him.
Yeah. And he sounded good in
Yeah.
it. I was like, man, is that... Whoever's doing that is doing a really good impression. And then it was actually him. When I looked at the credits. Yeah, so this one...
And that was definitely really Natalie Portman, too.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Malevolence and Grievous are on the run because they have disabled the weapon, disabled the hyperdrive at the end of the last episode. Or at least damaged the hyperdrive, and it's taken them a while to repair it.
Dude, their ship looks... Like, getting shot with lasers over and over again looks so damaged. It's really funny to me.
Yeah,
I'm like, this thing's still kicking even? Like,
seriously.
It's just sort of slowly moving away in space.
But, man, I mean, and they themselves barrage the, like, Republic transports. Like, it looks pretty nice when it's, like, 40 turrets, like, all lasering the one little ship and everything. I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool.
I like when Kenobi shows up as well.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, as you mentioned, Obi-Wan's here now, and essentially, you know, the actual mechanics of this are very funny. And Grievous is like, I don't need any help. And Count Dooku's like, no, like, we have this plan to, like, make them stop attacking the Malevolence because, like, we don't want to lose this weapon. And I guess the plan was that Palpatine, like, fed nefarious information to Padme that Sand Hill, the leader of the banking clan, wanted to negotiate out here in the middle of nowhere.
Really wasting one of your little up my sleeve tricks there, Palpatine. Like, tricking the center of Naboo for this.
Just to get Well, I guess he knew Anakin was there, and if Padme's on the ship, he knows Anakin will be like, stop firing.
Yeah, I guess. Do they ever like follow? I mean, I guess we'll see. But like, wouldn't there be follow up of like, okay, that was a trap, like clearly.
Yeah. So, I guess he could just be like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think they addressed this specifically again. But,
sure.
Yeah, Padme and C-3PO get tractor beamed onto Malevolence, and then it's up to Obi-Wan and Anakin to go in there and rescue them.
Ooh, some steamy moments in this episode.
Yeah.
Whoa.
They almost make out, but they get interrupted by old Obi-Wan.
Yeah, classic third-wheeling Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But this one is pretty good. I mean,
mostly space stuff. I guess these all have kind of been like just the battle in space, but this one felt much more like space stuff than the other ones to me.
And I do like inside Malevolence, there is like a whole network of like cargo trains and things like that they utilize. You know, in satisfying like episode structure, they show them early on, Grievous using them to get around the ship, and you're like, okay, well, I know this is going to be like part of a big set piece at the end, and it is, and it's pretty satisfying.
Gosh, you know, I think it looks fine, but you know what it like slightly reminds me of? So it just has a bad taste in my mouth. From Attack of the Clones, like the little like Mario Party factory they end up in. Just like something about it visually was reminding me of it, and I was like, ugh. You know?
Yeah, I can see that. And also it's like R2, 3PO, Padme, and Anakin all bumbling around.
Yeah,
so,
maybe that's part of it too. Yeah.
Little things that I really like. We mentioned I think before we started recording, that Grievous hits Obi-Wan with the hello there.
Yeah.
Cool Obi-Wan action too when he's surrounded by all the droids and he uses the Force to push the 2 droidicas to like bowl over all the droids, and then the third one is shielded and he like hides behind it while everyone's like shooting at him.
Yeah.
Like that looked pretty nice,
Yeah.
I think.
I hope we get more Obi-Wan character development though. I feel like he has not been touched on in these that much yet.
No.
And
He's
maybe he
just
won't
kinda
be,
there.
but yeah.
Oh no, we do for sure.
Okay. Because I just like him so much as a character. Like he's great.
He is wonderful.
Yeah.
We definitely do. Maybe not for a little bit, but I can't exactly remember which seasons, but there's at least by like season 3 we're getting like really good Obi-Wan stuff.
Okay, nice. Yeah, give me an Obi-Wan episode here and I'll be really happy.
Yeah, well, we get them for sure.
Nice.
Several. So.
Right after our C-3PO episodes.
Yep. There are some more of those. You know, like I remember the ads for some episodes that we'll have coming up very soon, like Duel of the Droids.
Hey man, if we can at least get the droid harem again, I'll be happy about it.
In the movie, there was the little pink astromech droid behind R2.
That's true. Yeah. I think also I saw that pink version in a Lego set before, and I sent it to you thinking it was from the Droid Harem, like cartoon you watched.
Yeah.
But it was probably from the Clone Wars series.
I mean, maybe so, but it may have just been like from Lego wanting to make a pink droid. You know?
I think the set though was like kind of harem-esque also. It was like a few but I don't really remember the details of it. But
no, I know what set you're talking about.
Maybe it exists, yeah.
And they all had like certain, little, R2 has like those little arms that can poke out and things. Some of the accessories on those droids, a few like whips and chains type of stuff. No, not really.
That's crazy. But there probably are droids like that in this universe.
Yeah. We might not see them in the Clone Wars show, but
they're not going to show up.
What, like the dominatrix droids and stuff? No, I don't think so.
Okay. Right. Those are the droids I'm looking for.
Yeah. Hey.
No, just playing. Just kidding.
There were 2 other little references to lines from the movies, though, in this 3rd episode. One, when Anakin is leaving to go on to Malevolence, Plo Koon says something like, "Always craving excitement and adventure." And then Ahsoka's like, "Yeah, that's him," or whatever. And that's like a reference to Yoda saying like, "Excitement, adventure.
Oh.
A Jedi craves these things, not."
Yeah, okay.
And then when him and Obi-Wan dock onto the ship, Obi-Wan says something like, "Spinning? That's not a plan." And Anakin goes, "But it is a good trick." And that's from Phantom Menace when he is little Anakin flying the Naboo starfighter at the battle at the end. He goes, "I'll try spinning. That's a good trick." So just little...
that's fun.
Little references.
Yeah. Wow. Man. I'm not entrenched enough in it yet to catch those little things, I guess, I just got the hello there. That's it.
Hey, I mean, that
like
one's
1 for
nice.
4.
I definitely didn't get that one, like, the first time I watched it.
The hello there?
The spinning one.
Oh.
But...
you probably got the hello there.
The hello there, yeah. I mean, that's just such a quoted line. But definitely a lot less so. But "I'll try spinning. That's a good trick." That is also said a lot.
Oh, okay.
As like a memed line.
Well, I only saw the Phantom Menace once, and frankly, not a big desire to go back and watch that one again.
That's gonna have to change. You'll have to watch it again eventually.
Well,
Obi-Wan and Grievous have a very quick lightsaber fight in this, which the big hit of it does look nice. Grievous with the 2 lightsabers looks pretty cool in like, his middle evolution state, I guess. He doesn't have 4 arms, but he's got 2 lightsabers.
Yeah.
And there's one like big like overhand smash that Obi-Wan blocks.
So far though, the Obi-Wan Kenobi fights, I guess they want to use them for some of the big action moments of these, but not so great in my opinion yet. At least for now. Could get better.
Yeah, no, not definitely we haven't seen any like incredible lightsaber fights yet, but I don't know, not bad.
Yeah.
And pretty funny.
I just keep comparing Grievous to other versions of Grievous. It does mess with me. It ruins it for me to some degree.
Yeah, I mean, him in the Tarkovsky show is so cool.
I just keep thinking like they'll realize and like he'll suddenly be like that again. I guess I just need to drop that in my head because it's not going to happen.
There are a couple good Grievous episodes.
Okay.
I say overall he is kind of disappointing, but there's one episode in particular I'm thinking of. I'm pretty sure it's called Lair of Grievous that is in season 1.
Ooh.
That is really good and does make him intimidating. So
Okay, nice.
yeah. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, the other silly thing from this episode, we mentioned before, Anakin like floating Padme to him with the Force. Obi-Wan says, "I'll get C-3PO," and he tries, but then this train comes along and just smashes into C-3PO.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, always fun to see C-3PO get hurt, huh?
I mean,
big droid hater.
Yeah.
Wow. See, what's the difference, man? You want to see the droids get hurt? You don't want to see the clones get hurt? They're cut from the same fabric.
I mean, I think we talked about how we enjoy watching the clones get brutalized a little bit.
Okay, yeah, but
It's kind of like scary. It's good when the clones get brutalized because they sell the bad guys as actually being like scary and intimidating, which is a problem in this episode because when those like firefighter droids come out and just start like falling over as soon as they blast the hoses, I'm like, okay, well the whole chain of command here is a joke. Like, how do you guys even have an organized like force going on?
Yeah, it is so weird, like giving the Roger droids like such a big personality because like their personality is also like kind of inept. So it's like, oh, like you guys really are just like a tinfoil and bubblegum army. Like,
yeah, for real. The super battle droids are a little less goofy, I guess. And we do see one with like a rocket arm in this that shoots like a big pink missile at one of the trains at one point.
I remember that.
So those guys look cool. Yeah, and then I'm thinking like, oh god, the droid army is so inept, and then Grievous like punches his way out of the wreckage, and I'm like, okay, but they do have like some powerful people there. But you're right, though. I mean, that's a good point. They seem to be programmed to be like stupid, which is strange.
Yeah.
But,
and like bicker with each other, which like, okay, I do get like it's a cartoon and they're just like wanting to write jokey dialogue, but like you kind of think for a moment like that's like really useless like programming. Like,
well, the in-universe explanation for that is in the Phantom Menace, the first wave of the droid army that is introduced to the galaxy is on Naboo. When they invade Naboo and have that big war with the Gungans and everything, and they're all controlled from one central computer up in that Trade Federation ship that Anakin blows up, and then they all shut down.
Mm-hmm.
After that, they learn like, hey, maybe it's stupid to have one central computer controlling all of them. Let's have them all be their own, I guess, independent computer or whatever.
Yeah.
So now they kind of have a little bit more like personality.
I guess they're artificial intelligence. So
yeah. But still, they seem to be able to be controlled by some larger thing, because in Revenge of the Sith, Palpatine's like, shut down all the droids, and they do, and it works. So
I don't know. They're weird.
Yeah.
I want to see one with like a really dark personality. Oh, I want one that's like, you remember Emil in Halo Reach who like carves a
Mm,
skull. I want like one of those Roger droids with like the skull carved on its face,
that would
and
be
it
cool.
kills Jedi's,
Hey,
and
I
it's like the
mean,
new Grievous.
there's stuff like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. There's a Roger droid who carves a skull into its
Mm,
face and kills Jedi.
not exactly that, but there are like some droids that have like gone a little crazy or whatever. And,
Okay, all right, that's fun.
yeah.
Is there any? Oh, do I want to know the answer? Well, I'll tell you the question. I was gonna ask if there's any or not droids, any Jedi who also just lose their minds during this war, and like I don't know, they're like Anakin, Ahsoka. You need to go check on like this Jedi. We lost contact with him at this point, and we were just getting like mad writings back from her or something like that. Okay, all right. I feel like there is.
No comment. No comment.
That sounds cool. I'm excited for that episode now. I hope it's real.
Um. Yeah, not exactly that, but yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is like just a lot to explore with like the different reactions to what's going on with the Jedi, I think too.
Yeah. And you already have so many different characters where it's like, oh man, I'd be happy to watch like 5 or 6 episodes of this guy doing something. And then, there's going to be a bunch of new characters we don't even know yet doing stuff.
Who is the Twi'lek Jedi who like we'd already seen her die like 3 times?
Oh,
I think she's red.
yeah, that's Shak T.
Shak T, yeah.
Yeah.
Does she
She's
show
not
up
a
in this?
Twi'lek. That's
Oh, sorry, she's
Ayla
Ahsoka. She's
Secura.
Ahsoka's race, right?
Yes, which is I always forget what they're called.
I think it's alien racist of me because I'm just like mixing up their.
They got the head tail
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
Ayla Secura is the Twi'lek Jedi, the blue girl.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, Shak T is the one that dies a bunch.
Is she in this show at all?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she is.
That'll be cool. I like kind of like Shak T, so.
Yeah, she's cool. She takes a cool role in this show too. I won't spoil what it is, but she's got a cool like part to play in the war, I guess. Yeah. I mean, personally for me, like, and I would assume you probably would be interested in this too, like, I just love seeing how each different Jedi handles leading clone troopers. Like,
yeah.
Plo Koon's and Yoda's were pretty similar, but Anakin's is very different. Obi-Wan's is kind of like generic in a way of like, oh, he's just like a good guy and they like him. But, there's lots of other Jedi and lots of other ways to lead. So,
and it's especially interesting for like the people who find themselves in like really bad circumstances, like with Plo Koon and his clones, because I mean that is a side of the clones we'd not seen before too. Like the more like, oh yeah, we're expendable, like mortality type sides. This is it for us. Like, oh man,
yeah. I mean, I don't think we've ever really seen them like be scared before.
Yeah.
So that's cool. And you're right. Them thinking about like, well, what? I mean, this is what we were made to do, so we don't really know anything else. Like that whole aspect of it is a cool.
But it's interesting too because they did seem like a little upset about that fact.
Yeah.
So it's not like they were just like, yep, we're like made to do this, so we're all good, like sacrificing ourselves for the cause. It was like, oh, that's it for us then.
Mm-hmm.
Which it's cool, makes them a lot more human and a lot more depth to explore with them.
I agree. Anything else about these eps?
No, I'm excited for more.
Well, next episode we'll watch some more. Maybe,
we'll have some s'mores.
Yeah, and we'll eat s'mores. We will watch. I'll put it in the show notes for sure once I decide, but we'll either watch the next 3 or 4. The next episode's a one-off for now. As I mentioned before, later they will make a prequel and sequel to that episode.
Okay.
Then there's a 2-parter and then another one-off before the next What the hell? No, there's a couple one-offs. Okay. I'll have to
Yeah, just let me know.
look into it a little bit. Probably three, and maybe some comics.
Cool. 4 would be okay though if it is like if it paces out like that better. It was super quick to watch them.
Yeah. I think so too. Wow, I'm looking at all these episodes from season 1. It's pretty funny.
Are these like 30 episode seasons or like 16 episode seasons?
Season 1 is 22 episodes.
Okay.
Ooh, and I am seeing Zero the Hutt in the description for one of them. I knew he came back. I just forgot
Let's
when.
go.
So yeah, we got that to look forward to. But
Okay.
at the very least, we will watch the next episode, Rookies, and then the 2 episodes after that, Downfall of a Droid and Duel of the Droids that I mentioned earlier.
Whoa,
Go ahead
okay.
and get that one out
Wow.
of the way.
I wonder if there'll be any pod racing in any of these too.
I don't know.
A lot of fun stuff they can play with.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah. Some of these are really good.
Ooh, and I wonder when we'll see the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, and teenager Han Solo.
Yeah. Playing Sabak.
That's for the Solo movie.
My favorite Star Wars project.
Yeah. Your introduction.
Yeah.
That'll be fun to get back there. And
I'm actually super excited to
Yeah.
get back there. And genuinely over the moon to get back to the Mandalorian. Like, I want to, because I'm curious of how I'll feel about it now, because I liked it so much when I had no Star Wars knowledge.
yeah.
And then but I guess I didn't like it enough to continue really. But I really enjoyed what I watched. And then now I have all this Star Wars knowledge, and I'm like, I wonder how it lines up.
Yeah. Well, I really love the first 2 seasons of Mandalorian a
Okay.
lot. So it would be, not like it's all good. There's some bad episodes in there, but it will be cool to get back there.
Yeah.
My favorite acting role from Pedro Pascal,
Really?
because I really dislike him as an actor.
Oh, you must be so excited for Fantastic Four then.
Yeah. I don't know. Are we safe?
Dude, that's really funny.
I don't know.
You point that out because I laugh every time I hear that moment in the trailer. And it's because to me, he sounds like Forrest Gump when he does that. Like when he turns back, he's like, I don't know.
It's really weird.
But I do like Pedro Pascal, and I'm excited. I was not a fan of the casting of him in this role, and I was really trying to convince myself they were like going some route where they were tricking us, and that was not the real casting, and he was like an alternate read.
Yeah. You wanted him to be a white guy.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah. Me. I was like, I notoriously hate like Latino representation.
Right.
So I was like, let's get another white guy.
Anyway, sorry. What were you actually saying?
You're good. I was hoping it was like, I don't know who I wanted. I just Pedro, like, I was like kind of the mind where like, okay, I am seeing Pedro Pascal like way too much now in projects. He's doesn't need to be here, and like there's plenty of other people who could do an interesting take on Reed than Pedro Pascal.
It's crazy. He has 2 movies coming out 1 week after the other.
What else is coming out of? Oh, Eddington.
Eddington, yeah. That's wild.
Yeah, have you seen that or no?
No, not yet. Have you?
No, I was going to either tomorrow or the next day, I think.
I want to watch it.
Yeah.
I might, if I have time, I might go tonight. But
Well,
we'll catch you in the
catch you in the rancor pit.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
All right.
Yeah.
You try one. You know more Star Wars locations. See, 3CPO had some line in this that was like it was some version of your site for sore eyes, but it was like computerized. It was like,
yeah.
Shoot, what did he say?
For dull circuits.
Yeah, something stupid. Like,
yeah.
Like your site for sharp circuits, maybe.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
We saw R2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to see them interact and have a little banter. That was nice.
Yeah. We need to go back and watch their cartoon.
Yeah, we didn't watch all of it.
Yeah, we're doing all this, but we didn't do all that. Doesn't make sense.
Well, this is a lot higher quality, I feel like. So.
Okay, I feel like, though, stuff from that one keeps coming up. We brought up the droid harem today.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that was all from just the one special, The Great Heap.
Well, yeah, true. I guess we'll just have to do a Great Heap rewatch before we continue on with any of this stuff.
Which, speaking of, do you know the movie Benny's Video? Have you heard of that movie?
No, not at all.
It's a Michael Henke movie who did Funny Games and The Piano Teacher.
Okay.
If you know Funny Games, that's probably his most famous movie. Anyway, Benny's Video is about this high schooler, like 14-year-old, who's obsessed with cameras and video stuff and everything. And it's a pretty messed up movie and gets really dark. But there's this part where he like sees this girl that keeps coming to the same video store as him. And she doesn't actually go inside. She just stands outside on the street and watches like the screens pointing out at the street. There's a part where he goes and meets her, and the camera is inside of the shop, so you can't see what they're watching on the screen, but there is glass in between them, and they're talking, so you can see on the reflection of the glass what is playing on the TV, and it is The Great Heap Droids special.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Is it a particular part of it that you can make out, or just like you were able to tell that it was that?
I saw the face of the Great Heap himself.
Okay, wow.
And
so this is not like, where I thought you were going with all that. I was like, where is this like tying back into Star Wars?
It was really a weird thing because I was like, why do I recognize that face? And then I paid a little closer attention and it cut and I was like, oh, and there's C-3PO. Okay, so that's what it is.
Wow.
And I was watching it with Daniela and Connor and had to pause it and be like, guys, the great Heap. And they were like, we don't know what that is.
Yeah. We have to watch the episode now. Yeah.
Turn this shit off.
Yeah.
Put that on. Ben Burt, sound designer, wrote that. Yeah. Anyway, funny little Star Wars appearance.
Weird. See the places Star Wars will pop up though? Man, what reach.
I know. And that's such a specific, like, random Star Wars thing, too.
Yeah.
Probably less expensive to get the rights to show that for a couple seconds than other stuff.
Can we buy those rights? Might be able to afford it. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably not too much demand for it. Well, anyway, thanks for listening, folks. And yeah, like you said, see you in the Rancor Pit. See ya in the Great Heap. How about that?
Nice, yeah.